After 38 years beneath British Railways, Sodor was back under its own independent control. And throughout that year, negotiations began to take place to bring engines from the Steam Trust to Sodor.
Early one morning, Percy arrived at the station near the airfield to find a hive of activity. There were lots of people with black boxes, and strange equipment lay out in the grass around Harold the helicopter, and some of it was being loaded inside of him.
What's all this for, Harold?
They're going to be filming Henry running some special excursion trains through the mountains. I'm to fly overhead and try to help them get some shots of Henry from the air.
Let's hope the weather holds then. Otherwise, Henry must stop in a tunnel, and then they won't be able to film anything.
But Henry was in good spirits. His crew had polished his paint until it shone, and he was looking forward to running the special.
Oh, excursion trains indeed. You wouldn't catch me running that kind of claptrap.
First, anyone's ever heard you claiming you don't like to show off. But to be fair, he's running on one of the branch lines and everyone knows you're too fat to do that.
That's a good point. I always thought the Fat Controller didn't want Gordon or I to run on the branch lines. He claimed we're too heavy, didn't he?
Considering the materials going up to the power station, they strengthen the track and bridges there, so the Fat Controller can make an allowance. You only have to pull these trains a few days, a week for a month or two throughout the summer, so it shouldn't be too much of a burden on the permanent way.
And what about the power lines? Surely we can't run when they're on.
Well, they won't be much of an issue, but bear in mind it's a very steep line. We'll need a lot of steam and careful handling to cope with the gradients. Can't let the television people down with an engine stalling now, can we?
No, we can't. It wouldn't look very good on camera, would it?
When they arrived at the junction for the electric line, the rest of the film crew were assembled on the platform ready to meet them. The director came to the cab and addressed the crew.
Everything's all set here. In addition to the views we're getting from the cab, Harold is going to be filming you from above, and some of our crew will be dotted along the line side.
Good thing we have Henry looking his best then.
We'll keep in contact with you via these radios. That way, if we need you to do anything, we can get in contact.
Good luck, Henry. We'll be watching out for you.
You'll have to keep up then, Harold. You're not racing Percy now.
Now just remember and attend to what you're doing. Harold might be watching you, but it doesn't mean you have to watch him.
If only this were on the main line, I'd show Harold what a proper race of an engine was like.
This is no good. I can barely see Henry through this. Harold, fly on ahead of him. We might be able to find a better shot of him coming out of a cutting.
Right away, sir.
Ugh, what's that silly whirlybird up to now? If he wants a race, I'll give him one.
Perfect! Harold, as soon as Henry comes out of a cutting, moving to get up close and personal with the train itself. What a shot that will make!
I'm not too sure about this, sir. Can't get too close, you know.
Don't fret, I know exactly what I'm doing. Right, get ready!
They're getting a little near, aren't they?
A bit too near for my liking.
They better watch what they're doing.
Sir, this isn't safe.
We're fine! Just keep moving till I tell you!
What's he doing? Harold, back away! Back away!
Look out!
Rocketing rotors! This is too dangerous. I'm pulling up now.
What was that for?
Wait until I see that director at the next station. That was dangerous.
Henry struggled into the next station. All he wanted to do was catch his breath. But the passengers swarmed out of the coaches and clamoured around his cab, fuming about the incident.
If he'd been any closer, he would have had the whole coach roof off.
Rest assured, ma'am, when Harold and his crew land, we will be discussing the matter further.
I just hope he's more careful flying around the mountain railway. Wouldn't like to see him try a stunt like that with the little engines there.
I think they've learned their lesson. But I'll still have a stern word with them nonetheless.
Hello, old chap. I'm awfully sorry about what happened back there, Henry. Hope I didn't startle you.
Startle me? You nearly blew us off the rails. Whatever made you fly so close for? You could have caused a serious accident, you know.
It was the director. I warned him that we were flying too close, but he took no notice.
Terribly sorry about that. Got a tiny little bit carried away.
Right, you could say that again. I shall be discussing this with the Fat Controller later, and I'm sure many of the passengers will be doing the same. And I don't think we'll be needing any more shots from Harold's cockpit. What do you say?
Yes, indeed. Of course.
In spite of the troubles, the remainder of the filming went smoothly. But it doesn't stop Henry and his crew keeping a wary eye on Harold for the rest of the journey. At the end of the day, Henry arrived back at the sheds, feeling rather pleased with himself.
Now, I've spoken with the passengers, Henry, and they agree that you and your crew handled that situation well today. Well done. I mean, he still needs to go to the works for an inspection, though, to ensure there hasn't been any damage, but well done nonetheless.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I've also spoken to our director friend, too, about his dangerous flying directions. And as a result of his part in the proceedings, I've ordered for Harold to be grounded to think over the matter.
Oh well, at least no harm was done. At least Harold's blade didn't cause anything to come loose. Although, I've heard about engines losing more in lesser winds. Don't you agree, Gordon?
The other engines laughed, but Gordon wasn't listening. He had other matters on his mind which were taking far greater precedence. But that's another story.